Hey y'all. You people have been asking for a video on my build, so I thought I would do an overview. Now, to start, take a look at the amulet. So, in the amulet, we have Asgard's Fortitude. You get 3 of these, and the triangle weapon attacks get stronger. Those attacks are fantastic. I mean, you use all of them for every weapon. They could do a ton of damage. So this is a these are great enchantments here. Now you'll notice that this is based off of cooldown. So more on that later. Next we have the Midgard enchantments. This increases the damage of all of the ranged attacks, so the spear and the axe. I'm not sure if it has any benefit for the blades ranged attacks or not, but just the axe and the spear alone are worth it in my opinion. Now you'll notice here this is also predicated on cooldown. And then lastly we have the Niflheim enchantments. These increase melee damage as long as your health is above 75%. Since all of my videos are no damage videos, my health is always above 75%. So this is an easy perk for me to take advantage of. I'm basically always doing more damage. Now, if you don't have confidence that you can play no damage, or you just don't want to worry about that, there's other enchantments you could probably swap these out for. Now, because this one is predicated on defense, that is also something that we're going to keep in mind. And you'll see here that for all the different enchantments, what I favored was strength, cooldown, and defense. So you'll see strength, cooldown, strength, defense, defense and cooldown, cooldown, runic cooldown, defense cooldown, defense, defense cooldown, and strength and defense. Now, because the enchantments are looking at the cooldown and defense stat, I wanted to make sure those were high. And because of that, I actually went with the starting gear for all of the armor. This gives you great stat buffs across the board. Now, the vitality and luck is not something that I really care about. In fact, I don't like luck builds, even though I know they have the potential to be really strong. I like for builds to be more consistent and predictable. So none of the bonuses I go for are luck based, so that's a useless stat to me. And vitality, another one, because I go for no damage gameplay, that one is useless. But regardless, the survival set provides great buffs all around, including to strength, defense, runic, and cooldown, which are the 4 I care about most here. Now you'll see I actually transmog these, so they look a little different. I went with the Raven Tear chest piece and the Radiance gauntlets and waist. I just like the way these look together. Now for the weapons, this is also focused on the stats I care about. So strength, runic, and cooldown. You also get permafrost now from using the axe, plus the damage bonus from the enchantments. So I like how that works. For the blades, this was also for the specific stats I'm looking for, strength, runic, and cooldown. You get a bonus if you have full immolation on your runic attacks here. It's a decent buff, but once again, more for the stats that this is providing. And then for the Dropnir Spear, I actually just used the default handle because for the stats I'm looking for cooldown, defense, strength, and runic, this was the greatest bonus. For shield, I like the Dauntless Shield. It also provides cooldown bonus, which is great, and defense. It's a great shield that can be used in pretty much any situation, whether it's a boss fight, whether it's mob encounters, it's always useful. I think it's arguably the best shield in the game. And then for the shield attachment, once again, the stats here are what I'm looking for: defense, runic cooldown, and the actual perk is not so bad as well, especially if they have if you use Freya's arrows and you hit them with the shield bash, you get some extra damage there. So that's why I use that. Spartan Rage, I like Wrath. And then for the Relic, I actually don't even use Relic that much in my gameplay. I'll probably upgrade some of these and test them out. For the time being, I just have this one equipped. It doesn't actually do anything. But because Relics don't provide any stats, it doesn't really matter which one you have equipped if you don't use it. Now for Freya, her sword, I use the stun one because Kratos is capable of doing stun damage as well as Freya, so there's just the double benefit of that. And for Freya's accessories, I go with Sigil Amplification and Sonic Attunement. And then the Runic Potency. So a lot of status effect. And I thought this, yeah, so anyway. A lot of status effects plus with that shield bash, with the shield, what's it called? Shield attachment, the Rond. You could do a lot of damage to your enemies. So anyway, that's it. Really looking once again to get most of my core stats, strength, defense, runic, and cooldown to about 80% of the max bar there. And of course, cooldown defense being high is important for the enchantments I have equipped, like mentioned earlier, to get the full benefit of those. So, yep, that's pretty much the build there. That's what I've been using. I find it's very strong, well balanced. It's not one of those game breaking ones with like the Berserker armor where you can take down Berserkers in a matter of seconds, but definitely a strong overall, well balanced build that makes you feel very powerful. So that's it. Hope you all liked this video. I'll catch you next time.